turn your camera on for me, please?
Yes.
Ms. Martin, turn your camera on, please.
Okay.
Miss Martin, why are you in the dark? I can't see you.
I didn't know I was gonna turn on my camera. So
Miss Martin, you come into court. This is court. This is serious. You got 4 cases. Why didn't you think you would have to turn on your camera?
I don't
You think you
know.
could just lay up in the bed naked? This is court, ma'am.
Ms. Martin, you can turn your camera off. And
No, she can't.
I'm up.
Miss Martin, let me just tell you something. You seem to think that this is all a joke, but you got 4 cases. 4. Everyone, let me tell you something. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 charges. And people say misdemeanors, oh, that's not a big thing. But do you understand that if I decided to, if you got convicted of those 11 charges, I could run them consecutive, which means you could spend 12 months in jail for each of those 11 charges. You could conceivably spend 11 years in the Clayton County Jail. And you giggling and thinking this is cute. I just don't understand.
My apologies.
No, don't apologize to me. Apologize to yourself because you're the one with 4 cases. The Clayton County Jail is no joke. No joke. So if any of these cases related in any kind of jail time, you go online and see what's going on in the jail. I just want you to go online and see what is going on in the Clayton County Jail. Is that where you want to be?
No, ma'am.
How old are you?
I'm 21.
Okay, so why at 21 do you feel like you got to be Shawshank Redemption, picking up cases left and right? Have you lost your mind?
No.
Okay, so if you want to have a future, because these cases are going to be on your, as they say, permanent record, if you want to have a future, you got to start acting like you got some sense. You're 21 years old, you good and grown. As in the eyes of the law, at 17, that's when cases come to me. You 21. And you keep racking up cases. There are people in their lives who've never been arrested at all, and you got 4 cases pending before me. Your next step is felonies. And you come to court talking about you didn't think you was going to have to turn your camera on, so you naked in the bed. Ma'am, be so for real. Because you sound right stupid right now.
Okay.
You didn't take any of this seriously? Also, I'm going to remind you of your bond conditions for the remaining cases, which means that if you were to have contact with the person or persons listed on your bond conditions, you could have your bond revoked, you could be arrested, you could remain in jail until all of your cases are resolved. You could also be charged with additional misdemeanors or felonies. Now, you already got 11 misdemeanors pending. Now, Mr. Bug has worked it out where they're getting ready to dismiss the two cases. I don't even know what the 4th case is about because it's not even on this calendar.
At this point, the judge shifts from frustration to a very serious legal warning. Notice what's happening here. Even though 2 cases may be headed toward dismissal, the defendant still has active charges and bond conditions that must be followed exactly. A lot of people hear the word misdemeanor and assume it's no big deal, but the court is making it crystal clear that repeated mistakes can quickly snowball into much bigger consequences. The judge isn't just talking about today's hearing, she's talking about the defendant's future. And that's what makes this moment so important. The real question is, when someone gets multiple chances from the court, at what point does accountability have to outweigh excuses? Let us know in the comments. Do you think the judge is being tough? Or is this exactly the reality check that was needed?
But you still have 2 cases pending that you're entering a not guilty plea for. I'm going to need you to sit down and get right with yourself. Are we clear?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, my camera's off. I didn't mean that. I must have turned it off in response to you turning yours off. But you really need to start taking this seriously. If you come to court, just like you come to court and sit in the courtroom, you need to be present and aware for sitting on a video court. This is not for your convenience, it's for mine. We clear?
Yes.
It's because I'm able to do a lot more cases and get a lot more cases moved through this method, and people don't lose their jobs and people don't have to rearrange childcare and stuff like that, and we can still get stuff done. But I can always go back to sending everybody into the courtroom where you have to come appropriately attired, sit on these hard benches in a cold/hot courtroom and figure out when your case is going to come up. So I'm going to need you to take your little 21-year-old self and start thinking about what you want to do with your life, because 4 cases is not cute. As I said, if these cases were if you were convicted on each of these charges, you could conceivably spend 11 years in the Clayton County Jail. Am I wrong, Mr. Bug?
You are not, Your Honor.
Get yourself together. By the time Mr. Bug talks to you the next time, you should have a new attitude about how you're going to get your life right. We clear?
Yes.
What's your plan? What's your plan? What you going to do with your life?
I'm a cybersecurity major.
Oh, you think they're going to let you do? Ma'am, let me just tell you something. I had a job where I had top secret clearance, and I was cleared for the next level of secret clearance for the federal government. Do you know how they search your background for something like that? If you think you're going to do cybersecurity, I have a cousin who has a doctorate in cybersecurity. He has a doctorate in whatever degree you need to do cybersecurity for the government. Do you know how they comb through his background? Any company that you work for that has to do with cybersecurity is going to comb through your background. You will not get a job with this kind of stuff on your record if you don't straighten up and fly right. So it sounds cute to say that, but when you understand that they will do a FBI level background check on you, you'll have the skills and abilities possibly, but you won't get a job. So I'm going to need you to start thinking about if you are serious about that and you're not just saying it because it sounds good. Like in the 80s when everybody wanted to be a marine biologist, folk who couldn't even swim. I want you to start thinking about what the requirements are. Are we clear?
Yes.
Okay. Get yourself together, Ms. Martin. Because it doesn't matter to me what you end up doing, but I hope you end up doing something that is productive. All right? You're free to go at this time. Make sure you keep in touch with your attorneys.
All right.
All right.
Your Honor, I do want to apologize if I overreached with turning her camera off. I just do know sometimes these.
I got her. I'm not going to let her embarrass herself. You couldn't see anything on the screen, but I did know that she was not properly attired for court. I understand you're trying to protect your client. That's fine. But yeah, she needs to get her life right.
The case ended without shouting, dramatic outbursts, or handcuffs, but the message from the court couldn't have been stronger. The judge repeatedly emphasized that the biggest issue wasn't just the charges themselves, it was the defendant's attitude toward the process. From appearing unprepared for court to facing multiple pending cases at only 21 years old, the court viewed this as a warning sign for where her life could be headed if nothing changes. The discussion about cybersecurity was especially telling because it connected today's decisions with tomorrow's opportunities. Skills and education can open doors, but a damaged record can close them just as quickly. In the end, this hearing became less about punishment and more about a wake-up call. What do you think? Will this conversation be the turning point she needs, or will these warnings go unheard? If you found this courtroom breakdown interesting, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more courtroom stories and legal analysis.